I'm Johnny Porter here with
I'm Reese Oliver.
Reese Oliver is the leading goal scorer on the Lady Knights this season. Talking about that, soccer regionals coming up Wednesday against Winfield. Rematch of last year. I want to know what your thoughts about that.
We definitely have a rivalry with them, and we're definitely coming for blood because last year when we lost to them, it was definitely a heartbreaker because we would have made school history, and just remembering that feeling of losing just haunts us. So we're definitely gonna come out strong and try to beat them.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, last season it was a 0-0 into overtime. You guys said you really wanted this one. Do you think not getting the one last year will make you want this one more?
Oh yeah, 100%. Just that loss last year in PKs, it was devastating. And then they did stuff after to us, and that just even made us more upset about it.
Yeah. You had kind of a rough road getting there. Not really a rough road. You had a good season, only lost, I believe, one game. Even tied Winfield at the beginning of the year. But your last sectional championship, you went into overtime. Was that how did that feel in your head? Was you nervous or anything like that?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. Always, overtimes always scare us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew we were better than them because we beat them early on in the season. But it scared me a little bit.
How do you think you'll prepare for Winfield? Do you think you'll get extra shots or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna watch film today and then practice throughout the rest of the week, and then we're gonna prepare really hard for them.
All right, last question. Do you think this year will be the year that you guys will make a huge run for the championship?
I think so. I think this year would be our year.
All right. Thank you. I'm Johnny Porter, Point Pleasant Live here with
Kanata, a boss.
And we're going to be talking about the soccer regionals coming up later this week. We have Huntington St. Joe. It's not a team we haven't got to play yet this year. We have seen a little bit on them, so I just want to hear your thoughts about them as a team.
Well, so far we have film on them. So personally, I think they're not as good as Ravenswood, and Ravenswood did beat them in the regular season. So I say it's going to be still a good competition, but probably not as strong as Ravenswood.
You've been here before. Postseason went pretty far last year. I just want to know, what's your mindset this year compared to last year?
Well, last year I was a little crazy, but this year I'm just going to leave everything on the field, because my senior year and yours.
Yeah.
So.
Like you said, a little crazy. I know, you had some mess ups. You got some cards last year. Is that something that's going to be going through your minds to make sure that that doesn't happen again?
What happens.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to foul someone, maybe to stop a counterattack, then I have to do it.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, senior year, does that kind of click a little bit? Does that make you want this one more than last year?
Yeah, because all 4 years we've always been a little closer, but always a little more short.
Yeah.
So I just want that dub.
And I just want to ask you one last question. Who do you think is going to be a main point of the championship run, or a team? Do you think it'll be the team, or do you think there'll be some person that will really have to step up?
I think it's just a team thing. Defense needs to do their thing. Offense needs to do their thing. I need to do my thing. Everybody does.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Have you ever been so thirsty that you need a drink of water, and when you go to your school water machine to get water and you think you're going to get water but you can't get water, so there's no water, so what are you going to do because you can't get the water? We just want our water. This is your public service announcement. Make sure you bring your kids down here for our trunk or treat.
Monday, October 31st at 6 p.m. right here at the school's parking lot.
Be there or be square.